Our next segment is about a surprise email from a sender promising the recipient loads of money from a dying relative overseas. All the target had to do was fulfill a minor request.
A con artist we call Mitch was losing his patience. Previously, he sent out an email to a person we will refer to as Larry. Mitch urgently requested for Larry to complete a payment obligation by wire transfer. He wanted Larry to claim an inheritance of $15 million from a dying relative in Africa.
Did the target respond yet?
Nothing. Yesterday, I told him all he had to do was complete the transaction by wire transfer. Just a payment of $266. What does it matter with this fool? That money is chump change compared to the $15 million inheritance I told him he was eligible for.
Look like you have to step up your game. Tell this Larry you're reducing the diplomatic immune seal of transfer fee from $266 to only $66.
I'll try that. I will also inform him if he does not wire the money soon, the United States Treasury will claim the funds and transfer it to an American bank.
This is how we do it! Do it! Do it! This is how we do it! Do it! Do it! I love being a scammer!
You have to be kidding me! This person will stop at nothing! These messages are disturbing. For one, the frequent misuse of capital letters in the middle of a sentence is not what you would expect to see from a legitimate source. Another thing, this sender claims to be the CEO of a national bank. If that was the case, why am I being asked to share my route number by text message? This is not common. This individual goes on with using scare tactics. If I don't wire him $266, the so-called $15 million will be seized, and I will never have access to it. Great. If I ignore this What? Oh, he dropped the price to $66. If I ignore him this time, maybe these ridiculous emails will stop.
Again, Larry never responded. Up to now, he never heard back from this con artist. Larry did the right thing. If you find yourself the recipient of these messages, don't respond. And never click any links if you see them. Did you know you can forward these type of emails to the Federal Trade Commission? You can at spam@uce.org. Information like this helps FTC investigate and understand the evolving patterns.
Banking fraud comes in many different forms. The case of Bill Shaker is no exception. What he thought was an opportunity to secure a much-needed loan turned out to be a financial disaster. Excuse me, are you Mr. Thomas Lloyd from Wazon Credit Services? Yes. You must be Bill Shaker. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. You look kind of young to be a credit associate. I get that all the time. Thank you. Don't mention it. I prefer to do business with new clients outside the workplace. I think it offers more of a relaxed discussion. I appreciate your thoughtfulness in helping me and my wife get this loan for our business. Yes. I understand your credit is not so good. It's worthless all over town. I defaulted on some student loans and some other things. I would like to pick up the pieces once we get this restaurant off the ground. According to this application, you asked for $24,000 from Wazon Credit? Yes. I first found out about that when a representative from your company sent me an email saying I automatically qualify for a $30,000 loan. Is that based on our low credit score? Wazon's issuance for a line of credit is determined by trust and a handshake. After all, we have been a family-owned business in this area for 20 years. That's great. I wish I heard of Wazon sooner. Okay, did you bring copies of your driver's licenses for both you and your wife, like I requested? Absolutely. Oops, sorry. Very good. Mr. Shaker, very good. Good job here. Now we can have the loan ready for you to go by, Friday. Now all you have to do on your end is render $1,800 for the insurance cost to protect the loan. $1,800? I never expected to pay that. With a credit score bad as yours, you should know a monetary safeguard is required for any small business loan. Well, if you wait here, I can run over to my bank a few blocks away. Out of the question. I have to be at another meeting in a short while. I'd like for you to send the fee specifically to me by wire transfer. Under your name, Thomas Lloyd? Correct. Please send it before the end of the workday. Good day, sir. My wife is going to be so happy to hear the great news. After this meeting, Bill did wire Mr. Shaker the $1,800. Bill waited for days for Thomas to contact him. It never happened. By Friday evening, he lost his patience. Rats! No phone call, no email, not even a text. I have suffered in silence too long. Thomas has failed his end of the bargain, and I want my money back. He has our money. What are we going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going downtown to the Wazon credit office before they close to give them a piece of my mind. Just be careful, Bill. Remember your high blood pressure. The doctor warned you about it. After I get hold of Thomas, he may need the services of a doctor. Bill! Bill! Excuse me. Sir, can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for Wazon Credit Services. I can't seem to find it here on the directory. Do you happen to know what floor it is on? Sir, I've worked here in management for 15 years. And I can tell you, we don't have a tenant by that name. Are you sure? I have an email from this business with the address of this location listed. You are not the first person to inquire about this Wazon Credit Services. Within the past year, we have received complaints about victims who were misled by this purported organization. I can attest we never had any ties to it, nor do we want to. Looked like I was defrauded of $1,800. $1,800 I borrowed from family and friends.
Poor Bill. He contacted the police department and filed a complaint against this Thomas Lloyd, who most likely was using an alias to carry out his schemes. Bill and his wife lost the trust of family and friends who loaned them the money. The struggling couple worried about the personal information from the copies of their driver's licenses they provided to the scammer. This merely puts them at risk for identity theft. Thomas can use or sell this information on the dark web. In our evolving world of cybersecurity, each of us have a responsibility to be proactive instead of reactive in safeguarding our data. This begins with being aware of the dangers of replying to unsolicited emails. The official website of the Federal Trade Commission is an invaluable source you can use to research the latest tricks by con artists. Whether they reach out to you by phone, email, or text, which is known as smishing, Do not take any offer by its word. Protecting your hard-earned dollars from scams begins with you. Until next time, my friends, stay safe and stay secure.
If you suspect you are a fraud victim, contact the Federal Trade Commission at www.reportfraud.ftc.gov or call 877-382-4357.